We all know the way to our lover's heart is through the stomach, and there's nothing like a romantic dinner for two to keep those embers burning.
The thing is, all that rich food could expand your love handles as well as your heart. And the question is, what can you eat to spice up your love life without turning you into a couch potato? Well, I am here to save the day.
My stud muffins and I have hit a jive jaunt to check out whether those romantics recognise a saint dinner from a sinner. And my calorie contestants are...
salmon and Caesar salad with the sauce. Steak and chips with all the veggie trimmings. Lamb shank, sugar snaps, and a few veg thrown in.
You know you're so sexy.
So let's shimmy, boys, and find out which dinner for two these dancers think has the highest calories.
The highest in calories is between the lamb and the steak.
Steak and chips.
I would hope that that would be the lowest of the calories of the three.
But the highest would probably be the lamb shank.
The steak, because it's got the sauce on it as well.
So, all in all, 50 out of 100 of the love-lorn modern jivers thought that the steak was the highest in calories. Were they right?
They were absolutely wrong. In fact, only 8 out of the 100 diners guessed correctly. The love rat in this lot, with an enormous 815 calories, is a salmon Caesar salad. Don't be lured by the lettuce leaf. The bad boys are the Parmesan cheese, croutons and heavy dressing. For the same amount of calories, you could eat 16 slices of smoked salmon, 6 servings of cod in parsley sauce, or 36 romaine lettuce hearts. Not far behind is the lamb shank with roasted veg and sugar snap peas at 660 calories. If you love your lamb, then you don't have to leave it, because I've come up with these 3 lower calorie alternatives. But you can still be romantic without getting gigantic, because the steak and chips has the least calories at 517. Just remember, it's all about the cut you buy and how you cook it. Grill a lean rump steak and bake the potato wedges without oil, then boil, grill or oven cook your sides.
You said what?
I said exactly the opposite, really.
And big bums in London!
We're not called Great Britain for nothing. Our bottoms are the biggest in Europe at an appalling average of 40.5 inches.
Why is it sinking in like that? What's wrong with it?
It's lots of cellulite, lots of dimples, and it's too big.
It is a bit soft.
In the last 6 weeks, I've been riding, marching, and surfing off the surplus flab of our bulging British backsides. And so far, I've removed 99 inches of saggy ass.
Londoners, lend me your rears!
Tonight, I'm targeting the tushes of London,
Oh, you can see that one from the London Eye!
where there are more bums than anywhere else in the UK. 7.5 million to be exact. That's a lot of cheeks.
Oh my God! Talk about London City. This is cellulite city.
These big bots tot up a grand total of over 410 inches.
4 feet. 4.5 feet. She's got a backside that's 4.5 feet wide. I think you've won the prize. I think you've got the biggest London backside.
With each bum measuring an average of 45 inches, cool blimey, governor, that's 5 inches bigger than the average blighty bum. It's time these lardy Londoners got leaner rears, and I've found just the machine to do it.
Right, ladies, hello there. I'm here to see if you're turning your baggy buttocks into nice tight tushes. So I want to see you in action right now on the double. Climb onto your beasts, ladies. Vibrating plates for those vibrating bums. Make the earth move, ladies.
I see you, baby, shaking that ass.
These power plates were a Hollywood craze, but can now be found in gyms all over the UK. The plates vibrate, which stimulate muscle activity and therefore tone and firm the butt more quickly.
Yeah, press start, let's go. It should be on high, girl. Right, here we go. Oh, now she's vibrating. Is yours on high?
Muscles generally contract once or twice a second, but the vibrating power plate claims to contract them 30 to 50 times a second, meaning a good exercise session can be shrunk down into 15 minutes. To tone up those tushes, you don't just stand on these machines. Exercises such as bum squats are still necessary.
Is that bum vibrating? Oh, it is. We should feel that, but feel her bum vibrating. You must. Isn't that weird? That is the weirdest sensation.
Beats spending an hour down the gym, if it works.
Oh my God! Have you felt it? You should have a good feel. You got to grab that. You feel it is. It's firming up, isn't it? Your bum is firming up, you know. That's amazing. Take it on down.
Oh, gosh.
What is wrong with you? You're crying like a baby. What's the matter? Speak. What's happened? You can speak. I'll let you speak. Oh, God.
So maybe it's not all pain for gain with these power plates. Later, I'll be finding out whether or not they've really hit the spot.
So far in the feeding clinic, Supersize Desroy has struggled on a diet fit for a child.
I feel like I'm eating for my daughter here.
Whilst Superskinny size 0 Louise has failed to finish a meal.
There was sort of 2 of everything as well, 2 eggs, 2 sausages, 2 rashers of bacon.
A closer look at her bird-like frame has given her food for thought.
Oh my gosh.
But is it enough to spur her on to eat more? It's day 2, and breakfast kicks off with a typical West Indian start to the day.
What is that?
Pork bellies.
Oh, for breakfast.
So you've never had anything like that before?
No,
Pork bellies, never kind of...
no, not at all. It feels like I'm sitting down to dinner. It's quite fatty, isn't it? All this food being put in front of me is quite daunting because I'm not used to eating large amounts. To eat something like that, it's quite difficult for me.
Whilst unfortunately Louise looks no closer to finishing a meal.
I'm done.
Desroy struggles with the opposite problem.
It's unfulfilling sort of thing.
I really do eat a lot of meat, so that breakfast was really deflating.
An evening meal of a Desroy favourite. Prawn balls, spare ribs and egg fried rice poses yet another challenge for Louise.
Did you not like the prawn balls?
It's a bit rubbery.
Whilst Desroy gets his first proper adult portion of the swap in the form of a shepherd's pie. But he's still feeling the effects of the last 2 days' tiny meals.
So how's it going for you then, this diet?
It is hard, but I was sort of geared up for that when I come here. Like, I knew it wasn't going to be easy. But I'm coping.
My main reasons for doing this is my health. I also want to do this because of my wife and my daughter. I don't feel that I'm doing them any justice in being this size.
Desroy suffers from a host of medical conditions, including asthma and diabetes. Illnesses directly linked to his size.
He broke his toe recently and there was a panic about whether an infection was going to set in and the complications of that because of his diabetes.
Being the size that I am, every day is pretty much a challenge. You're not as active as you should be, so it's a push to do pretty much everything. More incentive for me to lose weight.
Staying off his supersized portions of carb-heavy West Indian food wouldn't be a bad start. And this is exactly what he's serving up for Louise for dinner. Mutton dressed up as curry, accompanied with a mountain of rice, peas and fried plantain. Desroy will be chowing down on an English classic, good old fish and chips.
You really eat all of that?
No, I don't.
I thought not.
I would fill those rolls with chips and then I would eat a bit of that fish.
He only gets the portions Louise would eat herself.
Must admit, I don't really like it.
So you really don't like that? Not being able to have the curried mutton with rice and peas, that's one of my first loves, do you know what I mean? And to see it sort of sat there, not being eaten and not being able to go near it was very, very hard.
That's banana.
Plantain, similar to banana.
Yeah, I don't really like that either.
No? You don't like any of it?
It wasn't really something that I like and probably not something that I'd eat again.
Despite the fact that Louise has already acknowledged her size 0 look isn't healthy, she still hasn't finished a single meal. Dr. Jessen's concerned Louise could fail the swap and decides to step in.
Louise, how is the diet going so far, your diet swap? How are you finding it?
It's difficult. The portion sizes are huge.
And not what you're used to?
Not what I'm used to at all.
What has it told you about your diet?
That I'm not eating the right amount. I'm eating the amount to keep me going, but I'm not eating enough for anything else.
That's a really good point, and I'm really glad you've realised that. That, OK, your diet isn't that unhealthy, well, there are areas that could be better, but it's just not enough in it. You know, you're eating the bare minimum to sustain your body, but no more. So if you want to put on weight, you have to increase your calories. What I want you to really try and do is to finish your food. I don't think you've managed it yet, but I'm hoping that we'll see you eat one of Desroy's meals, a whole meal, because that, I really want to show you actually you can eat more than you think you can.
It's been 4 weeks since I last saw my lardy-assed Londoners. They've been jiggling their ginormous jacksies on their vibrating power plates for 15 minutes 3 times a week. But did this product live up to its promise and pulse away the paunch on those posteriors?
Hi, London ladies. How are things? Ooh, that was firm. She's done a good job there.
I went from a size 45 inches to 42, so that's 3-inch loss in the space of 4 weeks. It's fantastic to me.
And how's your bum?
Firm, darling.
You're right, it is.
It really does do your bum some good. It really does firm up, yes. And I think my cellulite's gone down a lot from it as well. Before I started the power plates, I couldn't tie my shoelaces. Every time I wanted to wear a shoe with some shoelaces...
That's right. You could not touch your toes.
I could not.
Can you get to your toes now?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Oh, well done. Well, to the eye, all that quaking and shaking seems to have worked. But only the tape can tell the truth.
I've got the results. Ladies, you lost in total 16 inches. An average of 1.78 per bum.
While they've done well, they sadly come second to our Welsh surfers, who remain at the top, losing on average 2.32 inches each.